Family and close friends are aware that my favorite cake is carrot cake. And since I've been eating in a highly nutritional, uncomplicated way, cake has been off the table. Hello, my name is Leanne Fox, and today I am making a carrot cake that I began creating back in the summertime, and it has slowly evolved into a lovely tasting lunch. So to begin with, I use a food processor. I just take the whole bowl off the food processor, I put it right directly onto my scale, and I begin to weigh the portions out. So I've already pre-weighed my zucchini and carrot portion. That's in there, and now I'm going to just add my, I've got shredded coconut here and coconut meal. Coconut meal is something you can make yourself with either just shredded coconut and coconut oil together. I've done it before, it's a lot of work. So I find it's just easier to go to your health food store and buy, it's called coconut manna. Some people call it coconut butter. So much easier, so I use 1 ounce of that. So just gonna wipe my hands off. So additionally, I always like to add something extra healthy, put a nutritional pack in there. So this is my pre-ground flax seed. And I like to add my chia seed. A good teaspoon of that, maybe a little more. And I already pre-weighed or pre-mixed out and measured and mixed my spices because I use nutmeg, ginger, cloves, and cinnamon. And then what I put in there as well is my aluminum-free baking soda. So here we go, and I'm just gonna add that to it. And now I'm gonna add my vanilla as well. I like some vanilla for flavor. Now I'm just gonna weigh out my banana. So in this case, I'm using 4 ounces. I'm just gonna put that into there. There's 3, 3.5, 3.7, 3.9. And 4 ounces, and then I have the rest of my fruit made up with the pineapple. So I like to add pineapple to it, and I had already pre-weighed that. And now for my protein portion. So I don't need to weigh that. I'm using half of my protein as 1 egg. So that literally makes up the batter. And I'll just show you, it takes like less than a minute to mix this all together on my machine. It will be noisy. And while I do that, while that's mixing, I'm gonna set my oven to 350 degrees. And just that fast, you have batter to make a lovely carrot cake. So I've already pre-greased my pan, and I added some parchment paper to the bottom. I'm just gonna throw that on there. Just use a spatula. I like to take every last bit I possibly can. And just scoop that out there. And while my oven is heating, I'm going to be making another batch because I like to do a double-decker. So I already have another pan that I've already pre-greased. It's ready to go, except that I need to just weigh out my portions for a second one. And then I double it up for a lovely dessert-looking cake that literally you just eat for lunch. So it turns out beautiful. It's a lovely batter. I don't know if you're able to see that. That's what it looks like pre-cooked. And then my other portion of protein is the cream cheese. So you still get to have your cream cheese icing. And what I do is I add cinnamon and vanilla to it for some flavoring. And then I like to use one of these immersion blenders to mix it all together. You don't need to have one. You can still like just soften your cream cheese and just mash it with a fork. That will work. This just makes it a little bit more fluffy. And I'll add that to the cake at the end. So I just, again, put my cake on the scale and weigh it out. And that'll end up with my portion. Then I'll do a secondary cake, and then I make it, like I said, a double-decker. So if you're making a double-decker, that way you're gonna have to cut the cake in half, and you can eat a whole half a cake as your lunch. Or if you just want to keep it as a single, then you just eat the whole single cake like this for your whole lunch. It's filling, satiating, and delicious. So if you have been enjoying my videos or get any value from them, please subscribe by just pressing the button underneath on my YouTube channel, and hit the like key would be great. As well as there's a little bell if you want to be notified when the next video comes out. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and God bless.